I'm Miss Chelsea, and welcome back to Story Time today. Thanks for joining us. We have 2 stories today, and we have a song that we're going to do. So I hope you're ready to sing, and you're ready to read some stories with us. There are 2 more of my most favorite stories, and I think you'll enjoy them too. So we're going to give people a second here to come into the chat and join us for Story Time. But I will say that we're gonna do a little finger play at the beginning. So I want you to get your fingers warmed up so you can wiggle them around, right? And get them ready to count. That's what we're gonna do in the beginning. So I do want to say that this will be our last live story time, unfortunately. I am sorry to say that the library staff is being put on furlough, and some of our staff have actually been let go. And what that means is the library, like some other services in the city, is not being funded right now, and so we're not able to offer story time or our usual library service for the foreseeable future. You will be seeing a message about that posted to our Facebook page after the story time is over, and I am very sorry that's happening because I've enjoyed doing story time with you all, and I hope we can resume it again soon. So I think we should just get started, and I'll mention that a few times throughout this so you know that it will be our last one. And also to say that there are libraries nearby that will be providing service to our library patrons if you have questions or you need help with your library card or anything like that. And again, that will be in the message that will be posted after this story time, all that information. But for now, I think we should do our hello song, don't you? Okay, so remember, we're going to say hello with our voices and with our hands. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Hello, everybody. And I hope while you've been waiting for us to get started, you've gotten your fingers nice and warm, because now we're going to do a little bit of counting. This is from the Roving Fiddlehead blog, and it's called Purple Violets. Now, what's a violet, you ask? Well, I have one right here to show you. This is a violet. It's a purple flower. It's a small purple flower. How many violets do I have right now? 1. I have 1 violet. 1 purple violet in our garden grew. Up popped another, and that made how many? How many violets? 1, 2. 2 purple violets were all I could see, but I found another, and that made how many? 1, 2, 3. 3 purple violets. If I could find 1 more, I would give them to my mama. And that would make how many? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 purple violets, sure as you're alive. Wait! Here is another. And that makes how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 purple violets. I chose this garden song today because everything today is going to be about beautiful things we can grow in our garden and delicious things to eat from our garden. And so with that in mind, I'm going to start with our first book, which is in Spanish, but I'll be reading it in both Spanish and English. So even if you don't understand Spanish or English, You should stick around. You will be able to understand both. It's called A Sembrar Sopa de Verduras, Planting Vegetable Soup, escrito y ilustrado por Lois Ehlert. So that means it was written and illustrated by Lois Ehlert. She's the author and the illustrator, which means she wrote all the words in this book and drew all the pictures. Now, she actually wrote the words in English, in the English version, which is called Planting Vegetable Soup. And then it was translated into Spanish so people who read Spanish could read it. And that is what we're going to do today. Planting Vegetable Soup, a sembrar sopa de verduras. Estamos listos para trabajar y nuestras herramientas también lo están. We are ready to work and our tools are ready too. ¿Qué herramientas? Pala, that's our shovel. Rastrillo, that's this. It's a rake. Azadón. What's this? Azadón. That's a hoe. All of these are used for digging up the dirt. La tierra. Plantamos las semillas. We plant the seeds. In what? What do we plant the seeds in? La tierra. ¿Qué es tierra en inglés? What is tierra in English? Earth. So the dirt outside. We have to plant the seeds in the dirt. And let's see what seeds we're planting here. Ollo, bean, semilla de habichuela. That's a green bean. So you see they look similar. Semilla de guisante. That's a pea. Very tiny. Semilla de maíz. Corn. Looks like a corn kernel you can see. Semilla de calabacín. Squash. And semillas de zanahoria. So tiny you can't even see them. Those are carrot seeds. Y los toros retoños. And we plant all the shoots. Tomate, ojos de papa, cebollas, pimiento, col, that's tomatoes, potatoes, onions, peppers, and cabbage, and this one, which is broccoli. And we know what that is in both languages, right? Y los regamos, and we water them with our regadera, which is our watering can. And what comes out of the watering can? Agua. Water. We have to water the plants, so we put them in the dirt, la tierra, and then we water them, regamos. Y esperamos a que los tibios rayos del sol los hagan crecer. And we wait for the warm rays of the sun to make them grow. Do they look like the seeds, las semillas? No, they're little plants. Las pequeñas plantas. ¿Dónde está el sol? El sol, ¿dónde está? Ahí. Ahí. Muy bien. Y crecer and grow. They're getting bigger. Y volverse plantas and become plants. Muy grande ahora. Not like the little seeds. Muy grande. Cuidamos las plantas y les quitamos las malas hierbas. We take care of the plants and remove weeds. We have to remove the weeds, and there's another little friend I see here that we have to remove. ¿Dónde está un gusano? Un gusano. Worm. Where's the worm? Ají. Un pequeño gusano. Hasta que las verduras estén listas para que las cosechemos. Until the vegetables are ready to harvest. To harvest means to take them out of the ground and bring them inside to eat. ¿Qué color es este? What color is this? Rojo. Red. This is red. Rojo. ¿Qué color? Verde. Verde. En inglés? Green. This is the color green in English. ¿Y maíz? ¿Qué color es maíz? Amarillo? Yellow? O naranja? Or orange, right? Could be either. Cualquiera. O las desenterremos. We will unearth them. So we harvest them or we will unearth them to take them out of the ground, la tierra. We have our zanahorias, papas, which are our potatoes. They don't look like the seeds, right? Y las llevamos a casa, luego las lavamos. And take them home. Then we will wash them. We have to wash them because they grow outside and we need them to be clean so we can eat. Sí. Y las cortamos y las ponemos en una olla con agua. And cut them, cortamos, and put them in a pot with water because what are we going to make? Look at these delicious plants. Calabacín, cebolla, tomate, tomato, pimiento, pepper. Guisante is pea, broccoli, zanahoria, carrot. Muy sabroso. ¿Sí? Y las convertimos en sopa de verduras. And we will turn them into vegetable soup. Delicious. Vapor. You can smell the delicious smell of the soup cooking. Imagine that. Close your eyes. Can you imagine how that soup must smell? All those delicious vegetables. I would love to eat vegetable soup right now. Y por fin llega la hora de comérselo todo. And it's finally time to eat everything, todo. La mejor sopa del mundo, the best soup in the world. Y podremos sembrar otra vez el año que viene. And we can plant again next year. Muy bien, todos. Very good, everybody. I love that book because not only does it tell a story, it tells a recipe. And if you can find a copy of this book, again, A Sembrar Sopa de Verduras, you can see on the back that there will be a recipe for making your own vegetable soup. Or maybe your mom or dad or your grandma, grandpa, aunt or uncle, they have their own special recipe of vegetable soup, sopa de verduras, that they want to help prepare with you. Great job. Now I thought we could do a song, and I have a special surprise today for our song. I'm going to play the guitar. Now, I have not played the guitar in a long time, but I wanted to do something special because this will be our last story time. As I mentioned at the top of the story time, unfortunately, the library will be on furlough now, the library staff. We will not be able to continue to offer library service. So this is the last story time for now, and I hope we can come back soon. But we're going to give the guitar a shot, okay? Now, I think you will know this song. It's to the tune of Farmer in the Dell. But it is about gardening. So we're going to go through each verse and we're going to sing together, okay? This is my guitar. Now, I might make a few mistakes, but it's okay to make mistakes, you know? Mistakes are actually a sign that you're learning. Did you know that? Mistakes don't mean that you're not good at something. It means that you're learning how to do something. And if you're not making mistakes, you're probably not learning something as full as you could, right? So I'm going to make a few mistakes this morning, and that is okay. And maybe you have been making some mistakes lately. Maybe you are getting used to going to school at home, and it's been hard. You're learning this new skill, and you've been making a lot of mistakes. But what that means is you are learning how to do something new, and that's very good. So when you make a mistake, you don't have to feel bad about yourself. You can remind yourself, I'm learning something new. That's what a mistake means. Now, I used to play guitar. I don't play very much anymore. So it's like doing something new. So we're just going to get started and we're going to see how it goes, okay? So as I said, this song is to the tune of The Farmer in the Dell. Now, the first verse is, the gardener digs the soil. Now, I can't dig because I'm playing the guitar. So I need you to dig. So I want you to show me at home that you're digging the soil while we sing, the gardener digs the soil. Okay, so get your shovel ready. The gardener digs the soil, the gardener digs the soil. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the gardener digs the soil. Did you dig it? Hope you put a nice little hole in the ground there. Because what do we do next? We saw in the book. We have to plant the seed, right? So get your seed. What kind of seed is it? Is it a tomato seed? Is it a apple seed? Is it a peach pit? Whatever it is, pick it up and we're going to plant the seed. You're the gardener and you're going to plant the seed, all right? Ready? The gardener plants the seed. The gardener plants the seed. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the gardener plants the seed. Did you plant it? Good. Now we saw in our book that we can only dig the soil, we can only plant the seed. But there's some other things that plants need, which we just have to wait on nature to provide, right? Do you remember what those are? They were water, and what was the other thing? El sol. Sun. It was the sun. So let's say that the rain will fall to the ground. Can you do that at home? The rain falls to the ground, okay? The rain falls to the ground. The rain falls to the ground. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the rain falls to the ground. And the sun, we need it to shine bright and warm, right? So get your sun shining hands out and shine bright and warm. The sun shines bright and warm. The sun shines bright and warm. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the sun shines bright and warm. There's one more thing that plants need that we have to give them. We said it last week in one of our stories. It's patience. We have to wait for the plants to grow. And we can only wait and watch and see if those plants grow. So we're gonna sing, the plants begin to grow. And I want you to do this, okay? The plants begin to grow. The plants begin to grow. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the plants begin to grow. Very good. Now in our book, at the end of the plants growing, what did we have? We had fresh vegetables to eat, right? Fresh vegetables to eat, fresh vegetables to eat. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, fresh vegetables to eat. made them into a beautiful soup, right? But what else can grow from seeds? I saw in our chat someone said they planted sunflowers. Flowers grow from seeds too, and that's going to be our last verse. So we're going to say there are flowers all around, right? We're going to put our arms out like this. I want you to imagine a field of your favorite kind of flower, or many kinds of flowers, or maybe your favorite garden that you go to, because we have public gardens you can go to as well, right? Flowers all around. There's flowers all around, there's flowers all around. Hi-ho the dairy-o, there's flowers all around. Let's do that one more time. There's flowers all around, there's flowers all around. Hi-ho the dairy-o, there's flowers all around. Great singing, everybody. And you can sing that song at home, even without the guitar. You don't need the guitar to sing it. I'm going to put my guitar away for right now. Take another sip of water. And then we're going to get on to our last story for our story times. I chose a funny mug for today. It says, please don't confuse your Google search with my master's degree. That's because all librarians need a master's degree to be a librarian. Did you know that? Some people think that you could just use Google, and you can. You should use Google to look things up, but librarians can help you navigate Google to make sure the sources you are getting are true and also that they are accurate. Now, I saved my very most favorite book forever for last. And that book is The Very Hungry Caterpillar. I love this book. Maybe you guessed it when you saw that my felt board was ready here with something from the book. And we're going to use our felt board today, so we're going to go a little bit slowly through this book. I love this book. It's by Eric Carle. He wrote the words and he illustrated this beautiful book. And this is our caterpillar friend. And now that it's springtime, you might see some caterpillars outside on plants. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. They usually like to hang out underneath leaves. So if you very gently lift up a leaf, you might see a caterpillar. Let's get started. In the light of a moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. There you could see the egg is on the leaf. Look at that beautiful moon and that beautiful night sky. Maybe some of you have seen the beautiful moon that has been out every night this week. I would encourage you to go look at it tonight. If there aren't any clouds, you'll be able to see it. And if it's bright enough, it might shine through the clouds. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a very tiny and very hungry little caterpillar. Let's put our caterpillar friend up there. Hopefully he stays up there. There he is, our caterpillar friend. And you can see here he's very tiny. And now it's morning. We know that because of the sun, right? He was very hungry, so he started to look for some food. Have you ever been very hungry? I know I have. But watch how much our little caterpillar eats. On Monday, he ate through one apple. On Tuesday, he ate through two, what are these? Pears. There's our little caterpillar friend. You could see he ate straight through the apple, and now he's going to eat straight through two pears. And I do have two pears here. What color are they? They're green, right? I'm going to remind you that this felt board is homemade, so stuff might fall off, and that's okay. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums. 1 apple, 2 pears, and now 3 plums. That's a lot of food. Got our little plum friends there. What color are they? Purple. And you might see some plums soon in the store. On Thursday, he ate through how many strawberries? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many fingers is that? Can you show me? 4. 4 fingers. For 4 strawberries. 2, 3, and 4. 4 strawberries. Wait till you see this. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges. 5 whole oranges. Can you believe it? Now, I think I have all 5 here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have to stick number 5 out on the end there. 5 oranges. But he was still hungry. Can you believe that? After he ate through all of these things, have you ever felt like that? Maybe you've already had breakfast or dinner, and you're like, you know what? I could definitely eat again. I know I felt like that sometimes, especially when I'm home. Maybe you have your favorite snack that you like to eat, right? So guess what he did? On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. Wow, he ate through quite a lot of snacks. He ate maybe too many things because that night he had a stomach ache. Oh no. I don't know if you could see our little friend there. But he has a tummy ache face on. Have you ever had a tummy ache? Can you make your tummy ache face? This would be mine. I have a tummy ache. My belly hurts. That is what my friend Stephanie says when her belly hurts. Now, we got to add to our wall here. So, do you remember what he ate? He ate 1 piece of chocolate cake. He ate 1 ice cream cone. He ate 1 pickle. I like pickles. Do you? 1 pickle. 1 slice of what kind of cheese? Do you remember? Swiss cheese. It already had holes in it, but I bet he ate another hole in it. 1 slice of Swiss cheese. 1 slice of salami. 1 piece of cherry pie. 1 sausage, which I do not have. 1 cupcake. And one more thing. You remember the last thing before he got a tummy ache? A slice of watermelon. Oh my goodness. This poor little caterpillar. We need to count how much he ate. Are you ready? So, remember, on these days, this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This was Saturday. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Over 5 days. Not too bad. On Saturday, how many things did he eat in one day? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the sausage, which I don't have. 9 things in one day. No wonder he had a tummy ache. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through one nice green leaf. That was it. That's all he ate. And after that, he felt much better. Why did he feel better after eating through the nice green leaf? Because that's caterpillar food. Leaves are what caterpillars eat. And so he felt good after eating what was the right food for him. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big fat caterpillar. And he was doing exactly what caterpillars are supposed to do. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. So our little caterpillar friend built this cocoon around himself, and he was inside it. And he stayed in there. It's like when you're in bed and you want to be snuggly, so you pull the covers all around you, even over your head, and you snuggle up. You make a little cocoon for yourself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Just like us, right? We're staying inside for more than 2 weeks now. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and do you know what happens to caterpillars when they come out of the cocoon? He was a beautiful butterfly. Wow. Look at those beautiful butterfly wings. They're gorgeous. And he doesn't look like his old caterpillar self, except some things are the same. So he's new, even with some old things. And he's even more beautiful. And I have a little butterfly friend here to show us. There's our caterpillar. So we had our caterpillar. He was an egg. He came out as a caterpillar. He went into his cocoon. And he came out as a beautiful butterfly. What a great story for us right now, friends. Don't you think? Like I said, our little caterpillar friend he had to stay inside for more than 2 weeks. And for most of us, if we're not a doctor like a nurse, or if we're not a doctor or a nurse, or a policeman or a firefighter, or a grocery store worker, or a pharmacist, or any other of the people that are still going to work, we have to stay inside for more than 2 weeks. But look what happened to the butterfly after. He came out even better and more beautiful. And I hope that happens for you too. At the end of this, I hope we all emerge better and more beautiful. And when we can be together again, it will be so wonderful, right? So, as I said at the top of this message, this is unfortunately the last story time that we'll be doing. I know we had said we would be doing them every Tuesday and Thursday, but the library staff has been put on furlough. And what that means is there's a suspension of library service during this time. And you will see an update about that, a message on our social media after this story time is over. We will miss serving you guys for the time being. We don't know when we will be back. If you are a New Brunswick patron, the Piscataway Public Libraries and the East Brunswick Public Libraries have very graciously volunteered to take your calls about any questions you might have, because we can't answer them while we're on furlough. So please give them a call. The information about that will be on the message. And I just want to say how much I have enjoyed doing these story times and being with all of you during them. They have brought me as much joy as I hope they've brought you. And I look forward to when we can do them together again. Sorry. I'm just a little sad. And you know what? It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be upset or angry about anything that's happening right now. It's okay to feel those feelings, and I hope you're letting yourself do that right now. And I hope you let others around you feel that way too. It's okay. We don't have to be scared of those emotions. And so I hope I will see you back soon. And I think we should close out with our goodbye song like we've done every other story time. So remember, we're going to say goodbye with our voices and with our hands. So we're going to say goodbye, friends, right? Are you ready to sing with me one last time? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, my friends. Stay well.